Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Führerreich, playing as the Deutsches Reich, and hopefully establishing one heck of a power base. At least such is going to be the idea. Let's see, it's June of 1937. I'm already working on just about everything I really want. Let's go ahead and research some slightly better armor just so we have the options to make our tanks better as needed. We are currently finishing off Monarchist Spain. If we move fast on that, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to win. I will go for some extra synthetic refinery rubber and oil, I think, because we are gonna be building at least a few of those. I'm gonna need it if we're gonna sustain our armies long term. What happens to you exactly? I don't know, but for some reason my units aren't doing exactly what I would want them to do. Let's have one of you guys sit back. You sit here. Actually, let's just wait for these guys to catch up. I do want to try and beat these guys down, take control of the railroad as much as we can. Always important to follow railroads these days, man. Always important. We're training up as many troops as I can. I'm currently up to 590,000 troops in the field. I need 750. Now, I am aware that there is a trick that you have been able to use in HoI4 for a long time, where you train like some really small divisions, and then you change their template and technically field all the manpower without the equipment. That is something we could do. I consider that to be at least a little bit on the unsporting side, but it is something that we could have done in order to try and force the issue a lot faster. Let's move in over here if we can. I do want to take your, Ukraine refuses to export food. Well, that's unfortunate. Germany wants to invest in their oil. Question, does Ukraine just dislike me or something? They do kind of dislike me. We could improve relations, and maybe this will make this more likely to work. I will do this temporarily. My hope being that having more access to oil is probably going to be a good thing. In the meantime, let's go ahead and invest in Sweden while we build that up, because I'm willing to bet that their opinion of me is why they refused. So why waste a focus? The Portuguese Republic gave up. How? It looked to me like they were doing great. They caused an uprising in Portugal itself. They failed? How is this possible? All right, whatever. It's fine. Let's just go ahead and try to take these guys out. Boom. These guys are surrounded. That's 3 units we should be able to beat down. Their militia are not going to last because they have an inferior template type. Haha! German superiority wins again. Let's go for a little bit of extra oil and fuel. Not oil, sorry, just straight out fuel from oil. Finishing these divisions off fairly nicely. Boom. There we go. Now we push to Granada. One of you get up over here, please. And then once we have these guys in position, we go for some multi-pronged attacks. Plus, we have air superiority, so we should be getting some good boosts. Even with his 200 defense, we'll be doing a fair bit of damage. Should be able to take Granada, and that is going to be an important supply hub taken for us. Good. Where's their capital? Seville? Okay. So that would be the next place that we really want to go if we can. Don't attack, not worth. All right, so I think what we do now is we just follow the coast and try to take this. Get close to Seville, take out the coast, just tighten the noose. Can go for an upgrade on you. Infantry attack? Yeah, I'm okay with, well, I mean, we could make you a really good defensive general if I go for ambusher instead. And you've already got defense, but that's normal. You've got pretty good offensive stats, some logistics, you're okay. You're kind of balanced. I'll go for the attack. It's probably fine, right? Probably, maybe, kind of, I don't know. Stack a few extra troops in over here and we should be all right. All right, a recent arms sale, arms payments. Okay, so we made a sale apparently to Bulgaria, which reduces my consumer goods for 2 months, 50%. Also, the Swedes have agreed to our trade deal, which means we now have special rights to their resources. Rights in what way? I don't know. Tax the Kiel Canal. Wouldn't that be fun? So I think we can go for the Ukrainian oil fields. Their opinion has gone up quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stop improving relations. Because why waste the political power? I think I got exactly what I wanted out of this arrangement. All of you get assigned to that army. Good, good, good. We're making more progress. We're militarizing, dang it. We're militarizing pretty fast. My problem is simply having enough infantry equipment, really, more than anything else. Could pull back on a couple of factories, and I think I will a little bit. Just get a couple extra factories producing a little bit more guns. Technically speaking, if we had gone for the advisor, that would have reduced the cost of guns. Maybe we could actually field these troops a lot faster, but oh well. I'm gonna have you go down along this way. Let's go ahead and take the coast. We'll keep pushing along this. This gives me some flanking opportunities if we want it, but we're gonna win this anyway. Let's just make sure we don't accidentally get cut off. Go up here, see if you can sneak into Seville. You sit tight, get your organization, and this should finish off the monarchists, I would imagine. Nope, maybe not. Okay, well, they're pretty close. Grab victory points. See if you can take Cordoba. Maybe not. I don't know. I need the Spaniards to actually start being more useful here. Or don't. I don't know. There we go. There we go. That's surround. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. They're moving into position. Don't let these guys go anywhere. What are you doing? Attack them and keep them down. Get into Badajoz. And you guys, honestly, just sit tight for a second. Get your organization back up. In fact, forget this for a second. Set up a new offensive line right along here. And all of you are going to push to Cordoba and absolutely nothing else. All right, we'll be able to finish this off fairly soon. So we could go for more upgrades to tanks, but is there anything that would be better for me? Fuel storage? Could go for upgrades for some submarines, I suppose. Better torpedo attack? Yeah, let's go ahead and start working a little bit on the Navy. I've got no idea how useful that really will be to me, but we're gonna try. Ukraine does allow us to improve their oil fields, misspelled again. As we speak, German engineers fly out to Kyiv in preparation to begin expanding the Ukrainian oil production. This is going to make medium tanks cheaper? Ooh, but it does impact our consumer goods. That's less good, but it does make it a little bit easier for me to justify getting some tanks. In fact, we kind of have to. At some point. Otherwise, like, why did we even do this focus and lose all the consumer goods? Still, we got a pretty good number of civilian factories that are worked on right over here. That's not bad. All right, get over here to Cordoba. We should be able to win this. We're gonna start flanking the crud out of them. Our planes are doing their thing. Basic medium tank chassis are done. Good. Let's win this fight, then we'll try to move over here and flank again. Come on, you can win this. There we go. Head over here. Actually, you know what? Just throw everything you got into this. Argentina declares war on Brazil. Fun. Amphibious tanks? Nah. Nah, I don't think so. Let's go ahead and research some basic things. I mean, we don't need anything for a couple of months. I might as well just get stuff that I'm gonna wish I had a few years from now, even though right this second it's not too useful. We are purging that. Good. Remilitarization. Okay, the Hellenic state, who is not a part of a faction, just declared on our ally. Might be a good opportunity to go ahead and send at least a handful of troops down over here. And we might lose Constantinople, but let's see. Monarch of Spain is out of the picture, so we finish with that. Good. And then... you know, it's not the worst idea in the world to have access to scout planes. We could do something with that. My manpower is still, for the most part, looking all right. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the air superiority with a guy who's not even in our country anymore, because that makes sense! Whatever, though. Extra air experience passively is awesome. So, would you like me to join your wars? The Greek-Dutch war? Pardon moi? I'd like to join, please. Hellenic Republic, please do not join France right now, or I will be very sad. Let's send all of these planes down here into Asia Minor. That's an easy way for us to start contributing pretty aggressively into this war, making it easier for them to stay alive, though we did see Constantinople fall. Not surprising, it just means now I have to deal with the Strait crossing, and I'm not thrilled about that. Not thrilled, shall we say. More light attack and stuff. Yeah, depth charges, active sonar, meh. I'm probably gonna go down the cruiser meta, and maybe some submarine meta. To that extent, having heavy cruisers have extra light attack is quite good, So I guess if I'm gonna do something with a research slot, let's go ahead and make that investment. Our troops are on the way. Not all of them, mind you, but at least a handful. Volunteer forces should be returning now. Extra attack and the siege ability. I like Fortress Buster. You guys just go ahead and get assigned here and boom. All right, so that's 3 full stacks of troops. You guys set up against the Czechs. You guys set up over here against all of them, because I don't know what's about to happen. Lithuania allows for us to improve their bases, which will drag Lithuania from Poland, who we're trying to also sway to our side. So split them up, divide and conquer, make them dependent on me. Yeah. Naval Doctrine Research, destroyers become more expensive, but consumer goods goes back down. So that offsets at least some of the damage. So I can't do these yet, but we finished with a lot of our architectural options. Okay. Popularity of Volkism. You know what I would like to do? Legacy of the Weltkrieg, and let's just go ahead and start farming out some of the army experience. We're gonna wanna get some of those bonuses to our infantry. Looks like, for the most part, the AI is not making a lot of really strong pushes in Turkey. Our troops are on the way, I assume. Wait. You're not? Hey, why aren't you on your way over here? Can you not get here? You can't get over here? Why not? We are unable to save Turkey. What's the problem? Do I need military access from one of you? More of you? I would have thought that they could take... Do I not have convoys? Maybe that's it. We have 200 convoys. That should be enough. I don't know. For some reason, my units are unable to find a valid path. I have to just hope that the Turks are able to survive. Well, here's what I can do in order to help with that, okay? A frick ton of air superiority. All right? Get all of this in place. Logistics strike. Bomb the crud out of everything they've got. Okay, you do this, and this at least helps. It's not enough to necessarily win it, per se, but it does help a little bit until I can figure out what the heck is going wrong. Maybe I just need some new faction members added in or something. Oh, that could very well be. Hi, Nyale. She just got back from work, hello. All right, what else we got here? Fire control methods. I'm not going for battle cruisers. Damage control, maybe. Let's go for military police. Someday I'll wish I had that. Probably. Air manufacturing, better fighters. I don't care about air defense. Light bomber, better class. Oh my god, 15% ground attack? Frick me, I don't even have to look at the other options. That's amazing. Gib, holy cram. Get enough close air support in here and we're gonna really demolish these guys. Jeezums. All right, let's just go for as many close air support in here as we can. Air superiority is not gonna be much of an issue, though obviously having extra planes over there isn't so bad. We got like naval bombers, I don't care about that. Let's send a few more fighters. We can certainly fit a good number here, so we'll do air superiority in Asia Minor as well. Yeah, notice the air superiority seems to be making a bit of a difference. We'll kick Greece out of here in due time, don't you worry, we'll get there. Is this new? Was there always a straight crossing there? There might have been. I don't remember. I think there is. Well, regardless, the point is, with my air superiority, we might be able to help. I should have read that, dang it! The Fourth Boer War? Boer? Boer what? What's so boring about it? All right, let's go ahead and put you in charge since you're actually really quite good with infantry these days. I would like to create some better templates. We're actually really close to being done fielding these troops. Let's make this the top priority, but we're really close. I just need a little bit more guns, and we have enough guns. Now it's a matter of finishing the training. The Fourth Boer War. With the British Empire once more occupied in another Boer War. Freaking heck, it's South Africa? Okay, it's South Africa. Send equipment? Yes. Wait, 10,000 units of equipment? Well, we might be able to get these guys. They're Volkists, though. I kind of feel like, as a matter of principle, I got to, even though I know I don't have a lot of guns to spare. What are we missing here? You've got all your equipment, so whatever we lose is gonna be fine. Send them the equipment. I don't have that much equipment, but who cares? It's the thought that counts. It's phantom equipment. It's fine. Doctrines for air. Strategic destruction, I assume, is still really good, so we'll go ahead and pick that up for fighter detection, then work on some strategic bombing, ground support, etc. So this is all working nicely. Now we're gonna take our Air Force, and we're gonna take some of them. Transport planes, air supply, I guess, is fine. But I'm gonna take at least a handful of you guys, and we're gonna start doing things in Greece. Too many. Pull back at least a few. We'll continue air support over in some of Asia Minor, but we mostly just want to send a lot of planes, the Luftwaffe, in order to fight in Greece proper. Give them as many advantages as possible there. Come on, I've almost got everything I need by 1937 to start going for some fun combat. I don't know if I've done this too late. I probably should have used the trick to just go ahead and just send out a whole load of troops. I'm actually just gonna deploy you right now. And then we'll let you train. But the idea being, now we have deployed the men in the field. We didn't have to train them all to regulars. We could have just quickly deployed them, and that also would have worked. But I'm about to finish this focus. Recent arms sale again with the Dutch. Excellent. The more arms sales I can do, the better. So, pan-German policy. Base war support, justify war goal time goes down. Yas. Yas, me likey. More doctrines? You know, I would like that, but first, do I want to start making some infantry artillery divisions? We could duplicate this and start making a lot more artillery, and I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna create, what is it, 27 width infantry plus artillery? And we're gonna toss some of this on. Okay. New sickle, I guess. Fine, whatever. The idea being, now we can start making some more offensive. So this will be my defensive template at 21, which is just sort of okay. It's not outstanding, but it's okay. And then these guys will be a little bit more offensively focused. So now we can start retraining some of these troops. And mostly just costing me artillery and some support equipment and stuff. It shouldn't cost me much in the way of infantry equipment. Maybe a little bit, but not much. Let's see, Peru and Colombia are fighting each other, that's fine. I guess I'll go ahead and pick up the extra organization on all leg infantry. 15 is kind of a lot. So if you're not able to do much of anything, here's my question. Who's the first person that I might be able to attack? Gain a whole mess of claims in the Rhineland. Okay, that's one option. Claims in Central Europe? The Czechs? There we go. Yes, this is where I want to go. So I'm gonna send a lot more troops down toward the Sudetenland, I think. Since apparently I can't send them to dang Turkey, we can get a whole bunch of troops on the border over here. All right. All of you, we turn into an offensive army, since this is a very offensively focused general. As far as equipment, we surprisingly handled that just fine. We do cost ourselves a lot of artillery, so I can't do that very many times. But we got something there. There's the medium tank, and I would like to design a medium tank, but I don't have military factories yet. We're still finishing out some of this. Tell you what, we're gonna cancel some of these, because it's time to start transitioning. Let's go ahead and start focusing on a lot more military factories. Like so. It's time to militarize the frick out of this, and then we're gonna start getting a lot of better templates. All right, so the Greeks are almost done over here. Almost. But the Turkish can't quite push into this. The most important thing is that they successfully hold on to this as a solid beachhead and not have to deal with two separate straight crossings to try and take over Constantinople. Did they land over there? I think they did. That's fun. All right, claims in Central Europe. This is gonna upset Austria as well. You know what we can do? Hang on. I'm gonna go ahead and send down here to Austria. Because I don't know if I can do a peaceful Anschluss, but I do know that I want to take this. Let's start getting some of these planning bonuses going. It's not going to be very much. I don't plan on doing a lot with it. Did some of these troops finally start going to freaking Turkey? I think they did, for God's sake. Tell you what. We send all of you down there. Stop training. Can you get there? No. Why were some of these troops able to get there and some can't? All right, area defense. Can you go? Yes. Okay, they found a path. Once they're in Turkey, I can send them to do something. Oh, they're about to get Constantinople back. They did get Constantinople. See, the air superiority wins again! Support the Indian struggle. Yeah, me thinketh that having these national populists on my side makes a lot of sense. Prepare shipments of something. I don't know what, but something. Hey, Ukraine, I need oil. Where are you? There you are. You've got 3 oil? That's nothing! All right, you know what? Trade with Huey Long. By the way, national populist? Nah, social democrat. What kind of Huey Long is that? That's not Huey Long. That's not the Huey Long we've come to know and love. Not really. Am I really that far low on fuel? I am. Ouch. All right. Small caliber shells. Good. It's 1938. So now's a good time to go for some research speed, for sure. Don't have to think about much more than that. Waiting for these guys to arrive. They are flying all the way down here. I say flying. Why can't we just fly, by the way? We got airports, right? Just saying. I'm thinking like Man in the High Castle style, you know? Where the Germans have like 1,000,000 of those Concorde planes. Man, that would be fun. What else can we get for our... Oh, we can go for better ships. Ooh. 20% reduction in heavy cruiser and light and just both of them, light and heavy, but mostly the heavy. That's a lot, dude. That is a lot. We can also make close air support cheap. Better destroyers? Much better destroyers and subs. What the frick? Cheaper fighters. Close air support, defense, agility, reliability. No. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go for the cruisers. The intention here will be, at some point, to go for the heavy cruiser meta, because I think it's really good. Let's go for centralized control here, by the way, for our planes. Might as well. I do like that extra fighter detection and just general air mission efficiency. I find that helpful. The Dutch are arriving over here as well, so we're almost done with this, and once these islands are taken care of, I will happily transition all my planes over this direction. The Brazilian People's States is gone. Claims in Central Europe is now a thing. We can have an alliance with Slovakia or a coup in Austria. It may spark French intervention. Memel. Demand Lithuania. Could do all that. Diplomacy in Scandinavia. I would like to get the Austrians on my side. Question. You're run by socialists. Somehow me thinketh this doesn't work very well. Demand German Bohemia. I need a few more troops. Gosh dang it. But again, might spark a French intervention. At some point, I've got to take a risk, though, you know? What other options do we have here? So we can go for some reforms here for mobile warfare doctrine, which we're already doing. Again, what are the research bonuses going to do for me, though? So that would be a waste for a bit. Claims in the West. We could get a whole load of claims. Yeah. Let's get claims. I'm not required to do anything with them. I just could. We need more than 74% world tension in order to demand anything from the Czechs. All right. So hang on, guys. New plan. You go here. And your goal is to teach the Greeks a lesson they will never forget. All planes are now assigned over here. And actually, a bunch of these planes get up over here, please. Just a little bit better range. We don't have any other airfields close by, I don't think. Another recent arms sale. I'm not even gonna continue checking to see who we're selling with. All I know is the 5% consumer goods is good. Me likey. So we're gonna reduce some of the civilian factories. It really is time to start militarizing hard. We may want to transition something over to a military factory construction speed bonus if I can find it. Are we able to get rid of any of these guys? Like you. Yeah, I could. We might be able to find somebody. Like, I could use some more stability and stuff, sure, but like, is there anybody here who'd be really good for either consumer goods? These are all social conservatives. Can't do anything with them. So my options are political power. I don't want that. Stability, maybe. This is okay-ish. Resources, manpower, factories, stability, you're pretty okay. I don't like that. Yeah, we don't have a lot of great options. I'd like to just get rid of the consumer goods, though. I'd be willing to swap over to someone like you. That could be pretty okay. Let's go for some better radar. Plus, let's go for some soft attack. Troops are in position, getting their organization up. Let's go ahead and start the attack because the Greeks have low supply, and we can start making a bit of a steamroll push, I think. Should be able to do a lot of damage over here. And again, we have glorious air superiority. What kind of ground attack are we looking at? Only 2.4? I'll be honest, it's not as good as I might have expected, but I mean, it's something, I guess. Can we do like some strategic bombing? Yeah, hit anti-air, radar, and maybe their air bases. No, don't hit their air bases. I might need to redeploy over there. I don't think they have, like, any planes. Do they have any? No, we're completely unopposed. This is purely just gratuitous damage being done to their divisions for the fun of it. Magnetic Detonator is going to make all of our torpedoes better. Now let's go for some extra defense and breakthrough in my troops. German claims in the west. We do know we need to train more troops. Actually, don't do these. Let's train these. And does that get me enough? Yeah, all we need to do is get up to like 800,000 troops. Actually, instead of doing this, let's just swap a few, and I think this sends enough manpower into the field that we are going to be able to get up to 800,000 in the field at some point. It's going to take a second for them to get all their manpower deployed, but let's see what that looks like. Because our national focus here demands that we get to this. Maybe it's not getting me as much as I thought. 14,000 more manpower? Yeah, it's gonna take a sec. Come on, deploy the manpower if nothing else. Let's see how much we can get to. I just need 800,000. Still not there? Are you guys missing any manpower? No, just artillery. Dang it. Yeah, if we're gonna do this, I just gotta do it for like my entire infantry army. Ouch. We could always swap these templates back again, though. Come on, get up to 800,000. Ah, there it is. Now we demand German Bohemia. Now this might spark something with the French, and I really hope it doesn't. Because if it does, that's gonna get very awkward very quick. But maybe it doesn't, and I just get a whole bunch of free territory. I liberate the Germans. All right, so this is taken care of. Good. We're getting all of that. Good, good, good. What else? What else? What else? What else? Ahead of time in a couple of things. Fire control, heavy fighters, can't do anything there. Nothing I want to do there. Store the fuel? No, fuel gain per oil and fuel gain from refineries. I could see that being useful. There goes the Hellenic Republic. I'm probably gonna release these guys. Let's take Crete to start. And that's it, actually. Okay, Turkey takes all of it. All right, I gain Crete. Hey, Crete gives me some naval access if I decide I want to do anything with it. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go ahead and send these guys down over here. All right, so now that I have the 800,000 manpower, what I'll probably do is swap these guys down to something a bit more manageable with less artillery, so I'm not fighting at a huge artillery deficit. But we are gonna need to start building up a lot more of that artillery for sure. Scout planes, something I wouldn't mind having a few of at some point. Pull back a little bit. Oh god, I need so many more factories and fast. We haven't even started building things like towed anti-air. Yeah, I'm really hoping that France leaves me alone and lets this be uncontested. If it's uncontested, we're fine. If we are contested, I'm gonna really wish we had built up military factories from the very beginning. But this is gonna be a thing. See what happens. Maybe it works, maybe it don't. But we're gonna demand German Bohemia, and I got a lot of troops on your borders. You can't win them. France backs them, okay? France has announced they will give support, German nationalism emboldened, blah, blah, blah. Am I at war? I can't click on this. Guys. Did I break the game? Me thinketh me might have broken the game. Oh boy. Okay, well, what do I need for this? The French flee, blah, blah, blah. Let's go for an alliance with Slovakia. So, I need to reload the game and hope that this goes away. Wait. Oh, I can get rid of this. Okay, we might be all right. I'm gonna end this video here. Let's pray that this works, but I'm afraid we may have just created like an infinite loop of the Daily Telegraph. No, I think this may have just oh God. Oh, okay, we got through it all. Yay, it just fired like 20 times. That's fine. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, it has to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.